title of Family and Community Outreach Specialist, I was looking for ways to get involved with students and parents and get community members involved with schools, all in the interest of improving children's academic and social life. And we had a little boy who needed help with his homework from Bryant Woods Elementary School. His name was Amar. He had some challenging issues that prevented anyone from helping him after school. So I went to the rental office of Rosalind Rise and asked if I could help him with his homework as much as I could after school. Wonderful staff in there, and they said yes. I began helping him with his homework. And then one day, as I recall, Carol was there and she said, "Do you have any more kids that need help with their homework? We can take a few more." And that's how it got started. That's how it got started.
As the director of the Columbia Housing Corporation, we found, actually it was our previous executive director who was looking for money for after-school programs, Dr. Walters. She passed away suddenly in the spring of 1996, and that grant application had already been submitted to the state for after-school funding. And I just followed up on it, and we were awarded $25,000. It was an interesting, wow, we could do a lot with this. And we started.
Cameramen, people from everywhere came for this opening of this grant, and we were all having a wonderful time with a big tent, food, and the kids were saying, "Can we do our homework now?" I said, "Oh, gotta do that." We had some great experiences, community partnerships, but the most, I think the stream that ran through was that the kids all knew we were there to help them with their homework, and we extended it as adults. We even would go to the school. We were there to make them decent citizens, and their parents knew that we cared about them.
We're hoping to plant seeds because that's another piece. You never know what's going to spark a child in their life, and that's what I'm just hoping, that we can provide as many opportunities and activities so that the students can be inspired to learn or be inspired to challenge themselves. We want to be a small, community-based program that has a close connection not only to the community but to the families, and a bridge to the schools the students attend.
Each learning center is donated space by a community entity. We take whatever you have to give, a boardroom that's having no meeting, police satellite office with a couple of computers that belong to the policemen, rental office space, whatever.
We have an application process and a registration. We expect parents to come to an orientation and to our parent events.
We meet challenges, the school system, everybody's meeting challenges financially.
So the students get off the bus, eagerly running to the center, burst open the doors, and we better have the snacks ready. Much of this, thankfully, is being donated by community groups, so they get a good, healthy snack to begin with. Once that's done, and they've all cooled down a little bit, it's time for the Unity Circle. Everybody, whoever is in the site, has to come and join the Unity Circle, where the 6 P's of excellence are said.
Proud, productive, persistent, polite, prepared, prompt.
They talk about something special or important that's happened to them at their school. Because remember, this is home. I'm home now. I want to tell you about my school day before I start my homework. Then the homework is done. Students choose what they'd like to do first. And this is actually an intentional moment, because students need to make choices about the work that they're about to do. Would you like to do your math first? Would you like to do the easy one first? Do you want to read first, second? So we want them to begin taking ownership of their own thinking and learning how to plan how to do your homework is one piece of it. And so the homework is done, and after that, they can have their choices of what they'd like to do next. There are lots of good reading books. Sometimes the kids are working on projects for school. Many of them love doing math manipulatives. And then after 90 minutes or so, it's time for everyone to go home. We're funded from Monday through Thursday.
This program matters. It really, really matters that if a child's mother is not at home or a child's father is not at home, there's somebody else there in the community that they can trust and that they feel safe with, and that who has high expectations for them. And that's intangible, you know. I have numbers, I have plenty of numbers to show that children are excelling and doing well in comparison to others and children that don't attend. But those intangible elements, they go so much further than a test. I think for someone to truly understand, I would invite them to come on over and to just listen. You wouldn't be listening after a while, you'd be engaged in what's going on, because there's a genuine love that our staff have for the children, and the children really love coming. Each of the sites has its own flavor, has its own personality, but all the staff believe in the same thing, that every child can learn, and we tap into their assets. We already know that there's somebody, and we want them to believe that they are.
We're more than just a one-dimensional or two-dimensional facility. We know who we're working with, and we love them all.